What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So you chose to have a quick look at Hawken. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a brief overview of the customization options and then get into a game. So here you can see you have defensive items, you have buff items, and you have your primary weapon which you can switch out. Going on to the next thing, we have unlockable upgrades for your mechs, and then the body shop where you can customize your appearance. So you can add different legs, different sort of bodies and stuff like that. And then we have the taunt shop, which pumps up one of these pretty little animations as a taunt during the match if you choose to purchase one. And then we have the different camouflage patterns which can be applied all over your body. And finally the colour selection for your trim. You've got to look sexy when you're playing Hawken, let's be honest. Next we have optimizations. Optimizations is a basic skill tree system which allows you to level up your mech and improve it in certain areas depending on what sort of mech you want to play. So as you can see here, I've got a point in defense and then I'm going to put a point in offense because I like to play the sniper class, and the sniper's low health and high damage, and I wanted to improve that damage a little bit. So next up we have the mech shop where you can purchase new mechs. There's all sorts of different types of mechs depending on what you want to do in that shop, from big beefy heavy mechs that can take a ton of damage to little fast mechs that can scoot around and snipe, and sort of medium mechs that can take a little bit of damage and put out a little bit of damage as well. So that's where we are with different types of mech within Hawken. Now we're going to get into a game, and then we shall soon see what combat is like in Hawken. And I'll talk a brief bit about my impressions of the combat. So as you can see here, graphically we'll talk about first. Graphically, Hawken's a pretty nice looking game. I mean, I'm only running it on sort of medium settings and some on high at the minute here because obviously I'm recording on top of this, so I couldn't bump them up all the way. But the cockpits are nicely rendered, the display counters are very clear. As you can see, I've got the hull there which is very visible, which is good because in this game you can repair your mech if you can get out of the way of the enemy team for a short while. So here I'm playing the sniper class, and I'm playing it actually really badly. I'm running in and putting out a load of damage and then hiding to repair. But the strategy seemed to work for me for a short while. People weren't expecting the sniper to be all up in your face. And here you can see me repairing. So combat is very fast within Hawken compared to other mech games. With the ability to jump jet and to strafe using the jets and stuff like that, it makes movement very important. And you don't have to be necessarily as specific and calculated with your movement as you do in other mech games because of that. Because the mechs move very quickly rather than being big, slow, lumbering bodies. So that's pretty cool, and as you can see here, it has got a respawn system depending on the match type. So we're going to run around and we're going to kill some people now, and I'm just going to talk a little bit randomly about the other mech classes. The mechs on the whole seem very balanced. If you play your mech right, you can take down any other mech as far as I'm aware. That's been my experience at least. I've took out some really big beefy mechs with the sniper without too much of an issue even when they've got up close. It's all about knowing your class's strengths and weaknesses, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of your mech, so you can succeed within the battle. So that's that. What you'll notice with the map as well is there is enemy display on the map. If one of your teammates can see the enemy, then it displays on your map, so that's a nice thing to have. Another mechanic they've got is weapon heat, which most mech games have. As you can see in the centre of the screen when I'm actually firing my weapons, there's a bar either side of my targeting reticle. Those are your heat bars. If they fill up, you can't shoot anymore because your weapons are too hot. Imagine a mech firing big beefy slugs. We aren't talking 50 cal, we're talking massive beefy slugs. Look at the size of these mechs. That's going to heat up the barrel rather quickly, so I kind of like that mechanic. They've also got the basic lock-on mechanics for missiles and all that sort of stuff. Each type of mech has a different ability as well, like the sniper mech can zoom, the missile mechs get the lock-on, all that kind of thing, so that's all pretty standard. As you can see here, I'm just repairing again before I go in again. So yeah, Hawken's really good if you're looking for fast-paced mech combat. I mean, the matches still last a fair while compared to some other mech games because of the respawns, but it is fast-paced action, and if that's what you want, this is what you want. So that's about all I've got to talk about for Hawken. If you like it, then check it out with the link in the description, and let me know what you're playing. I'm Stephman in game, so if you ever see me online, then feel free to hit me up and we'll jump in a match together. I've got no issue with that at all. If I don't respond though, I do apologise. It's probably because I'm getting spammed a little bit. So that's that, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Steph for Any TV. I hope you enjoyed this Hawken overview. Remember to like, subscribe and leave me a comment telling me what you think about Hawken. There'll be an annotation in the top right corner of the video to go back to the main menu, where you can see the Mech Warrior Online video and then the final versus video where I declare my favourite mech game from the two. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.